What's going on, guys? Welcome in, welcome back. These messages riding on the frequency of love for the highest good. Take what resonates, leave what does not. If this is your first time with the channel, welcome in. If you've been here before, welcome back. Reframe. Alrighty, there's something here that's coming into frame. Some new awareness. This is happening for me, not to me. Interesting. Interesting. Now, someone's realizing something like they're moving into acceptance around something. It sounds like it's kind of something that might have been a little bit difficult to come to terms with here. This is happening for me, not to me. Okay, so that's beautiful, first of all, because what I'm seeing that's on the other side of that is possibility. Infinite possibility, so that's amazing. So if that's real for you, if this message, take it as it resonates. If you're having trouble coming to terms with something, just know on the other side of this, I'm seeing some something huge. You know, reframe is the word. This is the intention today, reframe. And when you reframe, think about it. Think about going to like getting your lenses updated or whatever. Right? Like you reframe, you have a whole new perspective. You move houses, you move the furniture, like you look back on a situation differently. You're reframing things. You're looking at someone differently. You know? You're loving someone differently. I'm getting burps here for confirmation. Lots of burps here happening tonight. I wonder what I ate. Six of Swords. Alright. Okay, so Six of Swords here in your current position. This has been a long journey for you across the sea. You know, this is an energy of someone who has kind of gone it alone here, and the energy of you feel 222 on the timer, like there's attacks that you had to kind of, it's almost like you were not attacks but just judgments and shit possibly for someone here that you were like, okay, I'm out, and you just went a totally different direction. So the Hierophant here too in the reverse is giving me this energy of whatever balance this is that you're creating for yourself, how you take care of yourself, how you take care of your friends, how you take care of your life, how you take care of your finances, how you just do things is an issue for people. They're so obsessed with wanting to know everything about you. And there's this energy that it created a lot of balance inside of you. I'm getting irritated with that energy though too, so I actually kind of I'm starting to understand your energy here around this is happening for me, not to me. So you're used to shit that's placed on you or something, and then having to rebalance that or whatever, or go internal here with your messaging for the Hierophant here in reverse. Is maybe that's the thing, is you're really quiet about your message, 333 on the timer or something. You're really quiet about your beliefs or your how you think and feel, or what you've been through, what you've truly been through. For someone here, you're really quiet about the details. You're really quiet about even who you share this type of information with, because again, it's only been judged in the past. You had to go, you literally had to swim across the fucking ocean here, just because you were fuck, there's gotta be an island somewhere that makes sense, right? Ew, with whatever this is. And so it created a lot of balance inside of you, but it's I'm sorry you had to deal with this. There's a lot of heartbreak here on the table as well. Oops, sorry. Three of Swords here in reverse is clearing that heartbreak, is clearing right up. Four of Wands here too is this holding up some type of possibly a romantic partnership for me. You know what I mean? If your heart is broken here and there's reason to celebrate, either before or hold on. So I'm seeing one of the most balanced cards for me is Four of Swords here, okay, followed by the other most balanced, one of the most balanced cards for me, Four of Wands here in the reverse. So I'm going from very balanced into very deeply unbalanced heartbreak. Like, after you walked away from something that you were like bombarded and judged by, and then like your messaging, like, I don't know, you had to facilitate something like inside to create, it's like you yeah, like you had to protect yourself. Yeah, and I'm proud of you for doing that. I'm using that word too often, proud, I don't know, so whatever. I said it, I really only said it twice, 3 times now, and whatever, but I don't want to use that. But this is cool. You should be proud of yourself, you know. Then I get hung up on the word should. I'm like, you should. It doesn't matter. Either way, whatever this is, you get it. Whatever this reading is, it like is happening here. This trajectory is kind of crazy. 5:55 on the timer, because it's like you can't win here. Hold on. You're gonna win. Like, you never lose, but that's why you can't win. You know what I mean? Because you literally never lose. And that's why you can't win. Do you know what I mean? Because if you're always winning, everyone's just like, ugh, so annoying, he's always winning. Like, when is he gonna lose so we can win? And it's just like, you guys can win too. Like, you're literally telling people in your life, you're like, everyone can win, and they're like, no, we can't. No, we can't. And you're like, yeah, you can, you know. The animal. You're an animal. You're an animal. So really, whatever this is, this curriculum of yours that I'm looking at here, it's like it took you into your nature, took you out of your nature. You went into your nature. It tried to take you out of your nature. And then you went further into your nature. And then when it tried to take you out of your nature, you became an animal. You know, it's like very that right now. Let me know if that's specific for someone here, okay? Because you don't, the fact that I pulled the animal at the end too as an archetype is like, this is instinctual. This is something that you just get, that you just know. And it's because you exhausted every other type of instinct, or what you were told to think and believe about what an instinct is. You are becoming more and more yourself, more and more deeply into your human nature, and you are expressing these animalistic like things, which is directly connected to your like human nature. And when we talk about human nature, we don't talk about human nature, actually. Why don't we talk? We talk about human nature, we do. But like, the world doesn't seem to talk about human nature. Now granted, I also wanted to clarify too. When I say I don't watch shows and shit, I watch like a couple reality shows. That's about it. I'm a Housewives guy. Gotta say it. So, there you have it. Shout out to that. I do have to turn my brain off from time to time, and also it's a very, like, for me it's a very, like, it's like a social experiment. I watch it from afar. It's way too ritualistic for me these days, too, to be honest with you. I've really had to pull away from it. It's way too weird for me right now. Maybe I'll change. I'm sensitive, sorry. It's just me. It's my own stuff, sorry. Everyone can enjoy it. I really enjoy it. Anyway, I wanted to say that because in a few messages ago or whatever, I was like talking about how I like don't watch TV and I don't really engage with media at all, and that's correct. I don't. I literally don't. But when it comes to, I just wanted to clarify that because I'm not like I'm a person. I'm not trying to be better than anybody. Anyway. Animalistic qualities. When you unplug from mass consciousness and shit, and yeah, I fuck with Housewives, okay, judge me, I don't give a fuck. Okay, when you also, it's like the only fucking entertaining thing. Why am I talking about this? Let's get back. The animal. So you you unplugging from mass consciousness here. You're taking a step back. You're like falling into yourself here more and more and more, because you've seen that every single time that you've exerted yourself here, pushed yourself into the world in these ways, or tried to be seen or heard or understood, that it just became this thing that like people were just like, dude, like you can't, or like no you won't, or like no you can't, or like you're bad, or like you're like you can't, and like you're like, now this is so beautiful. I'm being brought back to the reframing from the beginning. This is happening for you, not to you. And that's so fucking cool that that was your current position in the beginning. It's almost like you knew that the whole time, didn't you? For whoever this message is for, you knew that the whole time. Even going in to whatever this is, even going into this curriculum, it's almost like you knew, and that's why you were subtle. That's why you pulled back. That's why you didn't 11 on the timer. That's why you didn't give people what they wanted. That's why. Because you knew that they didn't deserve it. And they fucking didn't, clearly. And like they might have had to learn that the hard way, but I'm getting the energy of like whatever this energy is doesn't learn anything. It never learns, this energy that I'm looking at here. And you know what learns? Fucking nature, evolution, human nature. Reaching out to touch a stranger. Electric eyes are everywhere. Hold on. I see that girl. She knows I'm watching. Or boy. Or non-binary collective. She likes the way I stare. Hold on. Wait. That was horrible. That note was horrible. Let me fix it. Thank you. Reaching out to touch a stranger. Electric eyes are everywhere. Not great. I see that girl. She knows I'm watching. She likes the way I stare. And they say why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why does it do me this way? Why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why does it do me this way? That's a hard song to sing. You know what? I don't know why it do be this way, but I do know that it do be this way. And like you are this way because you have something going on here that like has got to be shared and seen and understood. Burp. Confirmation. Celebrated. Offered. Burp. Affirmed. You know? Like, you know, and electric eyes are everywhere, right? Like, what even... That's what that is. That's the energy. That's the energy that doesn't learn. Electric eyes are everywhere. Electric eyes are everywhere. I don't know what Michael Jackson meant by that. That song's called Human Nature. But what I'm picking up on it in this reading is the energy of like, this is happening for me, not to me. So you see these like electric guys of judgment as and you take them on, literally. You're like, okay. It's almost like you get it, and so you like offer yourself into the world in this way so that they can break your heart. You know, because you know it's that important. 1414 on the timer. You know it's that important. You know how important it is. You know that you have to be heartbroken because no one no one who can admit their faults and failures and shit are interesting. No one who like doesn't have a broken heart is like, no one who's never had a broken heart is like, is not a human. You know what I mean? Like, you have to accept and share and allow people in. You have to let yourself in. All this shit is happening for you. Oh, And it's stunning. And of course these busted bitches are going to be judging you because they have only like these weird like beady fucking eyes. It's giving me like, you know, very like gnat energy, you know, like very, very gnat like, you know, someone who like really, really like follows the light. 15:50 on the timer. You know what I mean? Someone who just follows the light. But like, for whoever this message is for, dude, you have the light. So like, whatever gnat is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, you need to get the fuck away from that. You know what I mean? Like, and by all fucking, dude, get out of that. What the fuck? And I don't know why that came forward, but to be fair, like, for real, like, to reframe, this is happening for you, not to you, okay? Like, the energy of like the energy of like that you have a beautiful heart that shines like the sun, and that's why people are so attracted to it. But it's a responsibility for you to like see and deeply understand and accept that, and like move through this curriculum and understand why this heartbreak is so important to have to deal with and accept and understand. You know, you've gone it alone, dude. You can do it again. You know, I'm not telling you to like do it if you're not whatever, but like, I just feel like this is really important for someone here today. I'm gonna leave it there. This is human nature. This is your inherent nature. This is your divinely guided plan, mission. Like, you need this. Like, the world needs this. That's why you're doing it, and you know it. That's why you're so willing to go it alone and get your own heart fucking just, you know what I mean? Like, literally straight up crucified for this shit. Okay? And there's a reason for that. Because you're right. So keep going. And fuck them. Alright. Bye.